The people of Clonakilty, can I ask you to welcome Michael Collins?
Friends, neighbours, people of Clonakilty, people of West Cork, I stand here today before you looking for your vote in the first free elections of our country's history. Now these are trying times, and now more than ever, our country needs the unity of its people, with all eyes focused on the one common goal, and that is an Ireland independent and free, safe and prosperous for all its people. Now for 5 long years I have fought hard for these goals without fear. But I do fear now. I fear the one thing that will undo all the work the great patriots of this country have died for. I fear the one thing that will ruin and ravage these lands, and that is a civil war. We are not there yet, but there are those among us, our own countrymen and women, who step down along that road. And I say to these people now, stop, turn back. It is not too late. Turn your heels to this road and join with me. The treaty is not the ruination of this country, but another war is. Now it's 6 months since I and my fellow delegates, nominated by Dáil Éireann, travelled to London to negotiate that treaty. It's not the ruination of our country. It has not given us all that we'd hoped to achieve. But it has given us a different way. An alternative to what we want to achieve without the resort to further bloodshed. God knows, haven't we seen enough? Now many have asked, when we travelled to London that day, were we travelling to negotiate with a vanquished foe? I say that is not the case. We're travelling to negotiate with one of the most powerful nations in the world, with a seldom held attitude for compromise. Now we may not have defeated our enemies, but we have destroyed the empire. For the first time in 250 years, British statesmen have relinquished their cherished empire. In an official document, they were referred to the former empire as a community of nations. It is an admission by them that they can no longer dominate Ireland. The empire is broken, ladies and gentlemen, and it is through the toils of Irish men and women that we have broken it. Now you'll ask, what does this treaty mean for you? First and foremost, it means the establishment of the Irish Free State and the withdrawal of British forces from Ireland. It has been through no form of communication, except through their military strength, that the English have always held this country. These people could not operate save with the military strength that has always been there. Now starting from that, I maintain that the disappearance of that military strength gives us a chief proof that our national ambitions are established. Secondly, the treaty recognises Ireland as having the same constitutional status as Canada, Australia, New Zealand and South Africa, and that is where we will find our strengths, in our shared association with these other independent nations. They are in effect introduced as guarantors of our freedom, and we stand much stronger with them than if we had stood alone. Now we must look facts in the face. For our continued national and spiritual existence, 2 things are necessary: freedom and security. If this treaty gives us these, or helps us to get at these, then I maintain that it satisfies our national aspirations. There are deputies in Dáil Éireann who have spoken of whether or not this treaty would be approved of men long dead, or whether children yet unborn would approve of it. How few of them have asked whether or not the living would approve. Back on the 21st of December, before Dáil Éireann, I made a pledge before the House that I would bring this treaty to you. I would bring it to Ireland, and I would let you decide on it. Because that is the republic that I hope to achieve. A republic of the people, for the people, and ultimately led by the people. Many deputies would have rather cast this treaty aside rather than never letting you see it. A vote for me tomorrow is a vote for that treaty of December last. Now I know that this treaty does not give us the freedom that we have fought for these last 700 years, but it does give us the freedom to establish that freedom. I know that this treaty does not give us the republic that our comrades have fought and died for since 1916. But it is a stepping stone that will lead us to that republic. Clonakilty, when you go into the boys' school tomorrow, give me your vote. I spent many a happy day in there as a schoolboy. God, it was nearly 20 years ago. Master Crowley, Master Bluth were there, and I salute those two gentlemen in the crowd here today. Clonakilty, tomorrow, vote for me, vote for freedom, but most importantly of all, vote for Ireland. Thank you.